The University of Iowa Police report a drastic increase in alcohol-related arrests this year compared to last. The department reported 534 liquor law infractions during the first 9 months of this year.
But with the new criminal charges imposed on the city side of things, making it easier for police to actually write a citation, we may see an increase in the smoking fines in downtown Iowa City.
Iowa City's downtown has seen some changes, even though the Iowa City Police aren't having to deal with as many disorderly people in the downtown area.
Downtown Iowa City's Tobacco Bowl is a safe haven for smokers, being the only establishment in downtown Iowa City where indoor smoking is permitted. But take a couple steps outside the bowl and suddenly you're facing a $50 fine on top of newly imposed criminal charges.
At last week's Iowa City City Council meeting, councilors approved changing the city's smoking citation from a civil to criminal offense. Police will issue cheaper tickets of $50, but also warn that they will have a heavier patrolling presence.
Allows them to do it in the same pad they would do for Paula, for jaywalking, for whatever else they're writing tickets for downtown. So I think that's a valuable reason. So now we may see more smoking tickets being given out.
Police say the old civil penalty process was confusing and inefficient. Offenders could even refuse their smoking citation. But now that the offense is criminal, police can make smoking arrests and the city pays less to cite.
There's also filing fees associated with that the city incurred. So in order for to cite someone, we actually were paying to cite people.
This year, police have issued only 19 smoking citations, but are hopeful the simpler and cheaper criminal citation process will allow these words to resonate with downtown smokers. Katie Stinson, Daily Iowan TV.
There's a ton of groups here today who are helping people do even better things environmentally.
Many market regulars purchase only locally grown and organic foods. These green fanatics were ecstatic to see the city's first ever environmental information extravaganza.
I think it's wonderful that you people are teaching some of us things that we don't know.
And there were plenty of things not to know. These booths had an almost overwhelming amount of information, ranging from pamphlets on water conservation to green cleaning products for sale and even gardening tips for first-time growers.
It's called forest gardening when you create layers like a forest. You have canopy trees and then you have smaller trees and berries below that, vines growing up and herbs underneath. And when you plant these perennial systems, you can get a lot of food out of a small space with not a lot of work.
If you missed out on this year's green event, no need to worry. Iowa City market goers can look forward to at least 2 more eco fairs on top of the fresh produce they always expect. Katie Stinson, Daily Iowan TV. It all started with a seat cushion. 15 years ago, Kennick's first ever stadium seat cushion was introduced to Hawkeye fans and still sells out every year at Ron Christensen's Hawkeye store, Game Day, Iowa. Many fans, though, aren't aware that the store manager that sells them their comfy cushion isn't just a retail man. He invented and patented the handy seat more than 15 years ago.
I went to the University of Iowa. I'm actually a mechanical engineer, which is a little different when you figure I'm running a retail store, but again, I spend my days meeting and visiting with Hawkeye fans, and it's a lot of fun.
But from seat cushions to shavers, Christensen took on his most unique endeavor yet, his own line of patented environmentally friendly shaving products.
We've had extremely good success. The least amount of shaves any guy has gotten has been 300 with any blade. We haven't had a gal turn a razor back in yet, so I know I've got hundreds of ladies out there that have got over 1,000 shaves with the same blade.
His product is different from the average shaver, he says. His special oil he designed to store the blade in protects it from water, rust, and corrosion, preserving the blade for more than 300 shaves. But at the end of the day, his true love still remains the university, the Hawkeyes, and their loyal fans. Today, Christensen himself is still a Hawkeye. He enrolls in business classes every year and set up a project for students to market his shaving system.
They're hungry for knowledge. They have a lot of questions. They want to know what's going on in the real world, and that interchange it's a lot of fun, and it's very helpful for me too to help keep my engine going.
For a retired engineer, Christensen's wheels are still turning, and as customers say, they always look forward to his next big thing. Katie Stinson, Daily Iowan TV.